Hi, this is Stefan from Conductor. So I will just give you an overview of what you'll learn in this course and how the course is structured. So we'll start with the Kafka theory section, where we will learn about Kafka cluster, Kafka brokers. We'll understand Kafka producers and how they take data from source systems into the Kafka cluster. We'll learn about consumers into how they take data from the cluster and send it to target systems. And we'll learn how Kafka is managed, either using Zookeeper or more recently using the Kafka Craft mode. So what we'll learn in this course is also going to be an introduction to Conductor to see how we can start Kafka and use Kafka using a graphical UI, an intro to Kafka Connect, Kafka Streams, Confluent Schema Registry. We'll learn about how Kafka is used in the enterprise with looking at Kafka architectures. We'll have a look at some real-world use cases. We'll learn about the advanced APIs and topic configurations, and actually a lot more. So the course is structured to be with part one, the fundamentals. So it's 4 hours of content in which first I walk you through the Kafka theory end to end so that you really understand what Kafka is about. Then we'll go ahead and start Kafka on your machine. So we have different instructions based on Linux, Windows, Mac, etc., etc. Then we'll use the Kafka command line interface to start interacting with Kafka from our terminal. And then we'll do our Java programming to start writing code against Kafka. Next, we'll have the real-world architecture. So we'll actually do a more complex producer, a Wikimedia producer in Java, as well as a more complex consumer, the open source consumer again in Java. Then we'll have a look at the extended API, such as Kafka Connect, Kafka Stream, and Schema Registry. We'll look at case studies, and we'll look at how Kafka is used in the enterprise. And finally, there will be a part 3 around advanced topic configurations and any other advanced lectures I will put there. So just a reminder that this is a beginner's course and you don't need to know Kafka at all. What you need to be able to is to use the command line though, and I will go slowly, but this is better if you have already used the terminal on your computer. We will do some Java programming, so it's good to have some knowledge of Java or programming a role, and for this we'll use Java 11. Although if you don't know Java, this is fine. You can still download the code and follow along when I talk about Kafka configurations. Linux and Mac are strongly preferred, although if you have Windows, I will show you the caveats of using Kafka on Windows and make sure you also have some instructions. Of course, you need to be willing to learn a new awesome technology, but if you're here today, that means that you are willing to learn. So who is this course for? You may be a developer who wants to learn how to write and run applications that leverage Kafka. You may be an architect who wants to understand the role of Kafka in the enterprise pipeline, or DevOps to understand how Kafka works in regards to topic partitions as well as multi-broker setup. So welcome to this course. This is the Apache Kafka series, and you're on volume 1, which is Kafka for Beginners, which is going to give you a very strong base for Kafka, learn basic operations, and write your first consumers and producers. But there is Kafka Connect, Kafka Streams, KSQLDB, Confluent Components, Kafka Security, Kafka Monitoring Operations, Kafka's cluster setup and administration in the Apache Kafka series. This is not in this course. These are other courses. And if you're preparing for certifications, there is the Confluent certification for developers and the Confluent certification for operators. So people ask me, in which order should I take the courses and is it enough? Well, Kafka for Beginners is your first course and it is a big course and enough for you to really understand Kafka. And then if you want to specialize as a developer, Kafka Connect, Kafka Streams, KSQLDB, and Confluent Components are going to be key. And if you want to specialize as an admin, then Kafka Security, Kafka Monitoring, and Kafka Cluster Setup are going to be your best friends. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Welcome to this course, and I will see you in the next lecture.